Hey guys, it's John, and welcome back to the failed adventures of wtfMinecraft. So, today, what we're going to be doing is we're going to try and make an ingot of metal. And in normal Minecraft, it is fairly easy, because all you really need to do is, like, mine some iron, for example, or what other metals are in. I keep playing like Tekken and stuff, so I forget what metals are actually in Minecraft. But yeah, so basically it's going to be a lot more difficult for us today than it is usually. And I'm pretty excited because it should be fairly interesting. Oh god, stop. Thank you. Wow, he dropped like 14 pork chops. I guess it is supposed to be more realistic, so that makes sense. But oh god, stop attacking me. Please go. Oh no. Go away. Right. So first thing I'm going to do quickly is just cook some food. And to do that we shall need to warm up our fire. So this, as you can see there, it sort of has a little warming, well it says warming. And now it says hot. And I think it needs to go up to like very hot and then it'll be cooked. Cooking in this game, cooking in this mod is fairly similar. Just use the fire and we put in firewood to heat up the fire and it just gradually cooks. It takes a little while longer, but it's fine. So anyway, we're going to eat this and it's going to fill up our food bar almost full actually. And what we need to do after this is I'll probably wait it out until it's daytime again. But what we need to do is go and find some nuggets of metal. I think that's what we need to do. I've been kind of researching a little bit and we need to find nuggets of metal that generally come with rocks when you go and look for stone, for example. But we need to wait, oh god, we need to wait until it's daytime again, so let's go back in, oh no. Okay. So I've taken some time to gather some of these nuggets for the ores, for the metals, and these nuggets we'll use to make our ingots. And with the ingots we can make our pickaxe, our first pickaxe. But to start off with, we're going to need to find some clay, which I just found some clay now. And with the clay we'll be able to make a clay, I think it's called a clay mold. And with the mold we can melt down the nuggets into like into a molten state, and then we should be able to mold the the ingots into whatchamacallit, into like a pickaxe, hopefully. So let's go back. We need to go back and we need to turn our clay into some of the molds. So I think my house is over there. It still looks just as crap as it did before, so don't get your hopes up. I haven't really done much of a house yet, but I will. So, first things first, we need to make a mold for our metal. So, let's... clay mold, okay. So, now with the clay molds, what we can do is we can put the mold there. Or we should be able to put it there. Or do we put it there? I don't know. But what we need to do is we need to light it as well. And another thing we'll need to do is we'll need to make a hammer. So to make a hammer we basically just need to put two rocks together. And we need to make, I think it's this shape. And we get rid of that. There we go. Okay, yeah. So, stone hammer head. Then we need to go find some sticks, because I don't seem to have any. So, let's get some sticks from this tree. There we go, that was pretty easy. And then with the stick, we can make the hammer. And this will be used to... what's the word again? I keep forgetting all the technical proper words that you use for all this metal stuff, but... with the hammer we'll be able to make our molten molten metal into an ingot. Okay, so I've been researching a little bit, and what we need to do firstly is we need to find some rock, some stone that we can use as a temporary anvil, because we can't actually make like a metal anvil or anything yet. So what we need to do is we need to find, I'm not sure if this rock's gonna work. We need to find some kind of rock that we can use with our hammer. How do we do this? We need to find a certain type of rock, I'm pretty sure. So let me run around and I'll see if I can find any. Okay, I found one. So what I did with this is I just right clicked on it with my hammer, and now if we right click again we get this interface. So the way this works is fairly complicated actually, but I will try my best to explain it when we come to it. First things first, since I found that, I can go and make my metal. So let's go back home. Hopefully it's near enough, because I'll explain in a second, but we need to get our metal from here to like our rock anvil before it cools down too much. So it's going to be fairly difficult. So first things first, we need to quickly heat up our fire first, and we need to we need to light this. Shit. Get our fire starter and light it. So now it should be warming up, and this is gonna turn from just a clay mold into like a solid clay mold, if that makes sense. It's still kind of like moldy, I guess. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever, but you know. Let's see how long this takes. Come on, do it faster. Hot, hot, hot times 4. Very hot. And now it is very hot times 2. Or times 1. Or just very hot star. Very hot double star. So this thing seems to take a while. I might eat something now actually, because I can. Because I can! So, quickly eat, and oh god, this is taking freaking forever. Faint red? There we go, ceramic mold, okay. So with this, we can just leave this in the bottom, and we can put in some of our bismuthinite, and this is gonna go into our mold, and I think we need to use 4 of these to have a full mold, to have like 1 single ore's worth. So I'm gonna wait until this is done, and then I shall be back. So now it's finished, you can see it's still very hot and liquidy. What we need to do with this is we need to fill it up more, but as you can see it still says liquid there. For this to work we need to let it cool down a certain amount, so it's still very hot, but it needs to be solid, which is kind of, you know, it's kind of difficult. So let's see if we can put in another one of these, and it should keep going. This seems to be going up very much, like a lot. Is this gonna work, or is this gonna keep being heated, or I don't know. Faint red. Is it supposed to be like that? I don't know. This is bad. I'm kind of wondering, maybe, is it going to go in? Is that going to go in there? Let's find out. Dark red. Oh god. Is that bad? Is that bad? I think it's probably bad. Maybe I need to use another mold or something. Oh no. Okay. Never mind. So, we need to keep doing this, and we need to wait until it's actually full. So maybe, yeah, 2 more I think. Okay, so we now have our unshaped bismuth. I don't know how to say that, I apologize. But with this, as you can see, now it is very hot. That basically just means it's hot and it's not liquid anymore. So this is like the perfect temperature we need it to be. And I'm going to be kind of late in getting up here, but the reason why I'm doing this is because I don't want to do all the smithing and then it actually turn out to be some creeper attacking me. and then we die. So just now I'm going to wait, and I'll heat this up again in the morning, and we're going to do this in daytime. Okay, so now it's very hot. I think this needs to be like very hot star or something, but it's going to get up to very hot liquid now, so now we can just run. So now we have to pretty much just sprint to our anvil kind of thing, and we need to right click, and we shall put down our hammer, and we shall put this here. So these are the rules, and what we need to do is we need to the last 3 hits need to be well, the last 2 things have to be 3 hits. So okay, that is a really bad exclamation, but now I've made my I've made my ingot. So now I'm gonna explain exactly what I did. So we had the sort of molten ingot, and we had that up there. So here we have a variety of ways we can mold the ingot, and mold the metal into like an ingot. So we have hits and we have other ways. So this is a light hit. This will move this green counter very slightly to the left, and the punch will move it very slightly to the right. And if we move down, the quench is going to move it very far to the left, and the shrink will move it very far to the right. What we need to do is we need to align the red and green markers on this line here. So I also had rules. Here had rules, and it said the third last hit had to be the third last button you press has to be a hit. The second one has to be a hit, and the last one has to be a hit as well. So the last 3 all have to be have to be a light hit, which basically means you need to sort of figure out what you're doing. So if that makes any sense to anyone, I hope that kind of explains what I just did. But so now we have our ingot, and with this ingot we will be able to make a pickaxe, but we are going to do that next time, I think. So I need to figure out what I'm doing with that as well, so I guess I shall see you guys next time.